From Red Zone Weather in Bruton, Alabama, with meteorologist Spinks Meganson. Severe weather coverage starts right now.
Coming up on midnight, and we have another tornado warning that's just been issued for parts of Monroe, Clark, and Wilcox counties in West Alabama. Good Tuesday evening to you. I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson. About to be Wednesday morning, and we have a confirmed tornado happening in western Monroe County, very near the community of Claiborne right now. This possible tornado is moving off to the northeast at about 50 miles per hour. This is going to miss Monroeville to the west, all right? So if you're in Monroeville, you're okay from this. But if you're at Claiborne or areas near ARC, the paper mill, or areas out here near Keith or Veredenburg, you are now involved in this new tornado warning that's valid until 12:30 a.m. I hope you're having a nice Tuesday evening. Obviously a very, very active weather period, and we are tracking this possible tornado. This is a new one, and this is now in Monroe County, very near the community of Claiborne in West Alabama, particularly in Monroe County. This warning technically does also include a small sliver of eastern Clark County. We're going to get in there and focus on exactly who is involved in this. But again, this is an active tornado warning that's just come on the board, valid until 12:30 for parts of Monroe and Clark County. The counties, I should say. The atmosphere remains very unstable and supportive for more tornadoes in the hours ahead. And this is a tornado warning, meaning you've got to do something about it right now, as we have a possible tornado coming into areas near Claiborne at the present time. So let's get in there tight and tell you who's involved in the polygon first. And if I call you out, you are involved in this tornado warning polygon, and you need to do something about it, meaning you need to get to the lowest floor of a site-built structure away from windows and doors. If you are near Purdue Hill, Gosport, Claiborne, near ARC, the paper mill, also near Fountain, Scratch Ankle, Franklin, Chance, also Keith, also areas near Veredenburg, involved in this active tornado warning until 12:30 a.m. This is going to be very near Claiborne at this point, all right? So Claiborne, which is right in through here, very near the Alabama River. This is where the Claiborne Lock and Dam sits on the Alabama River. And if you're near Claiborne Lock and Dam within 5 miles, we need you to take action to protect yourself, as this possible tornado is moving in from the southwest, moving just like that. Going to be very near the community of Scratch Ankle and Franklin in the next 5 minutes. This will never be an issue for Mexie, all right? Never going to be an issue for Monroeville. Same thing at Frisco City, Uri, Chrysler, McGargle, also areas near Iliska. Never going to be an issue for you. Same thing at Monroeville, Tunnel Springs, Beatrice. You are not involved in this active tornado warning that's valid until 12:30 a.m. on Wednesday. And so possible tornado right now is located very near the U.S. Highway 84 corridor. This is about as tight as we can get on the radar. Here's Gosport. You go down the hill to the river, you get to Claiborne, and then you go up the hill to Purdue Hill. And Purdue Hill is technically involved in this tornado warning, but I can tell you the threat has now passed Purdue Hill, and this is clearly an issue at Claiborne and also areas near Claiborne Lock and Dam and near the ARC paper mill here in Monroe County. We'll take you back over to the velocity view and show you that this is, no doubt about it, a tornado signature right there, yet another one. And this is moving just like that. And so on that trajectory, this is going to be basically paralleling the Alabama River in western Monroe County. Not ever going to be an issue for Monroeville or Peterman or Beatrice or areas out here near, say, Axel. There's the community of Axel. Not involved in this tornado warning. But if you're in Veredenburg, Keith, also areas near Claiborne, Claiborne Lock and Dam, Scratch Ankle, you are involved. And this possible tornado is going to be on your doorstep in those communities in the next 10 minutes or so. I also should mention this does include part of Wilcox County as well. Veredenburg, Yellow Bluff, also areas near that paper mill, which was formerly the Macmillan Blodell paper mill there on Alabama Highway 10. This also does include areas near Camden, areas near Camden to the south out here on this very hilly terrain of Alabama Highway 41 is involved. These are the Red Hills of Monroe County and Wilcox counties. So again, in those areas, please be in a safe place. Back over to our reflectivity view. This is the only tornado warning that we have as of 11:54 p.m. And just looking at our map, perhaps this may be one of the last. That's what we hope. But again, hope is not a plan. But it's good to hope, but hope is not a plan. Hopefully, this will be one of our last warnings. We have had like 20 warnings today, and perhaps more on the way. That's something we'll focus on in a little bit when we can kind of look at more data. But clearly, this is an issue for Claiborne Lock and Dam and areas near Veredenburg, Keith, also Scratch Ankle. You are involved in this new tornado warning that's valid until 12:30 a.m. Just looking down at some more parameters this evening, and the National Weather Service is noting that they are watching this tornado very near Highway 84 between Claiborne and Gosport, which is very near the U.S. Highway 84 corridor. That's the cell responsible for this latest tornado warning as of 11:55 p.m. The Weather Service is also noting that they are concerned about a cell now entering northwest Escambia County, Florida. Tell you what, let's have a quick view of that, and I'll show you exactly what they're talking about. No warning out on this just yet, but just to get your bearings straight, this is northern Baldwin County. This is northern Escambia County, Florida. This is western Escambia County, Alabama. Here's Atmore, here's Porch, here's Perdido. That is a rotating thunderstorm, and that storm is basically at Nokomis right now, coming into areas near Porch. And so let's see if we get a tornado warning for western Escambia County, Alabama, putting you on notice. It may be your turn to have a tornado warning near Atmore, near Porch, also near Huxford over the and Boonville over the next 5 minutes. We will see if that strengthens and the Weather Service needs to issue a tornado warning. At the moment, it looks fairly broad in nature as it basically crosses Highway 31 near Nokomis and Atmore, but that's something to watch over the next few minutes. Let's go back up to our tornado warned storm in Monroe County, and wow, that right there is a couplet, no doubt about it, that could be producing a tornado on the ground very near the community of Scratch Ankle, very near the Alabama River Cellulose, which is owned by Georgia Pacific. They are along the Alabama River. All right, so that's your tornado warning. Tell you what, if you are watching us on Facebook Live, it would be so helpful. I haven't really seen many comments so far about power outages. Let me know in the comments if your power is out. That would be immensely helpful. If you have a power outage in your location where you're watching from, let me know where you're watching from. That is always a valuable tool, especially for folks that may be inside this tornado warning polygon in western Monroe County, valid until 12:30. Yeah, and we're getting an update from the Weather Service. They're going to update this polygon, so you're going to see part of this go out just like that. We'll zoom in on this area to show you that, and we'll be able to give you an all clear shortly when they do that. But again, the possible tornado is near Alabama River Cellulose, coming into areas near Scratch Ankle and Franklin. So there you go. We'll give you an all clear if you are at Gosport or Purdue Hill. So again, Gosport in Clark County and Purdue Hill in Monroe County will give you an all clear. We can also give you an all clear to travel again on US Highway 84 from Grove Hill back to Monroeville and Evergreen. All clear to travel at this point on US Highway 84. We may have more tornado warnings in the hours ahead, but at the present time, it's okay to travel on 84. Same thing on Alabama Highway 41. You're okay to travel south of Monroeville. The danger zone is north of Monroeville, out here towards Scratch Ankle and Veredenburg, where we have this active tornado warning until 12:30 a.m. Possible tornado is going to be on the back flank of this. So in other words, it's going to be somewhere right in through here. It's going to be your possible tornado. The Alabama River runs just like that. All right, so there's the dam, the lock and dam at Claiborne. And this tornado is moving away from the dam at this point. This is very, very hilly terrain. I mean, if you have ever had the pleasure of driving on Alabama Highway 41 from Monroeville to Camden, that is one of the most scenic, wonderful drives in the fall between those two cities in Alabama. It looks like a mini mountain range out in through there, and it is hilly terrain. It's not something you ever want to do at night on any day of the year, but it is a situation where I'm telling you, this is very hilly terrain. Red Hills of Monroe County, in the northern part of the county, out towards Scratch Ankle, that's the terrain involved in this active tornado warning. Let's go back over to the iPad, some good news to pass along. This circulation has weakened somewhat. All right, so it's weaker. It's not gone. It's definitely still there, but the circulation is weaker. And so there is a chance this may not be producing a tornado, but as we always say, as long as the Weather Service continues to keep that tornado warning going, we're going to continue to respect the warning. And you want to be in a safe place if you're at Scratch Ankle, Franklin, Vredenburg, in northern Monroe and southern Wilcox counties. This does not include Camden. This polygon does not go up to Camden. This is central Wilcox County here. Yellow Bluff is on the polygon edge, but Camden is not included. Miller's Ferry is not included. So you're fine if you're at Oak Hill, Rosebud, which is right there on Alabama Highway 10, Camden, Miller's Ferry, you're fine. All right, so no issues in those areas as of now. And this cell continues to weaken, which is good news. We'll see if the Weather Service decides to cancel the tornado warning. Hopefully they will, but for the folks in Scratch Ankle, Alabama, you need to be sheltered, all right? And yes, for those watching in our area, across the region, and around the world, yes, indeed, that is a real place, Scratch Ankle, Alabama, and it is in Monroe County in the Red Hills, really beautiful terrain out and through here. And right now, we're watching a possible tornado come into Scratch Ankle from the southwest, moving just like that. It would be on the back flank of this circulation right in through here. We'll go over to the velocity view on the big radar, and right there, that's gonna be your possible tornado. Where that blue comes into that pink, that's a circulation. That's a couplet basically passing Scratch Ankle now, coming into areas near Franklin. So you're next in line, if you're at Franklin, be in that tornado safe place. Lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors, putting as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. All right, let's put this radar into motion, and you can see that across the region, we continue to have this band of showers and thunderstorms across the local area. It is wise at this point to mention, however, we can give a severe weather all clear to much of Washington County, Alabama. Chatham, Milry, Silver Cross, Frankville, St. Stephen's, Vinegar Bend, Deer Park. You get an all clear. Same thing now in parts of western Clark County. Coffeyville, areas near Woods Bluff, Campbell, Morven, areas near Silitpa. You get an all clear. You're done for the night. Good news. After this band of storms passes through your area, you will get an all clear. Just watching some of the latest comments from the National Weather Service here, and they continue to note that we have seen some damage in central Baldwin County. If you were with me about 20 or 30 minutes ago, you know that we had a confirmed tornado on the ground in parts of central Baldwin County down near Summerdale. In fact, you can see it here on the radar loop. Let's watch it. This cell originated down in the Gulf of Mexico. Here it comes, and there it goes. That was the first one. Here it comes. There's the second one. That's the one that did damage, all right? And that is now off of the board. That cell has weakened, but that is one that the Weather Service has flagged as a possible cell to watch over the next few minutes. But I'll be honest, just looking down at the velocity view, it is still mighty broad, which is what we want to see with that storm that's now in the western part of Escambia County in Alabama. And y'all know the drill. Just bear with me if I go silent. We've got so many wonderful data sources coming in. Let's show you the watch warning map of what we got going on across the region. Only tornado warning as of 12:04 a.m. is happening in the northern part of Monroe County out toward Vredenburg back down to Claiborne. All right, that's your tornado warning. That includes a big chunk of the Red Hills of Monroe County. You've also got a severe thunderstorm warning in progress for Fairhope, Daphne, back down to Fort Morgan. Could have gusty winds in those zones over the next few minutes. In fact, let's go back over to our radar source and kind of work that for a second. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning is in place for Dauphin Island and areas near Fort Morgan. This is not a tornado warning, though. So again, tracking a severe thunderstorm in southern Baldwin County coming into Daphne and Fairhope. These are loud storms. This is not, I repeat, not a tornadic storm in southern Baldwin County. Just looking at the velocities on this, I see nothing that would suggest an imminent tornado threat in these storms. Coming into Fairhope, coming into Barnwell, Fort Morgan, Dauphin Island, lots of heavy rain. And the good news is, after this, we probably will be able to give you an all clear after this batch of storms passes through your location there in southern Baldwin County. As it does appear, that's kind of the main batch of storms moving through. But let's go back up to our tornado warned storm in Monroe County, because that's why we are here very early now on this Wednesday morning. It's 12:05 a.m. I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson, and it has been a long, severe weather day. We have had countless tornado warnings today, and some of which have produced damage, especially down in Baldwin County near Summerdale. We also had damage in parts of Clark and Choctaw counties. These forecasts, unfortunately, today have indeed verified. And hopefully we don't have a tornado warning or a tornado on the ground, but there very well could be in parts of northern Monroe County out towards Franklin, coming into Packers Bend, also areas near Vredenburg. This curly line that you see right in through there, that is that is Alabama Highway 41. And the possible tornado is at Franklin right now, lifting off to the north, right, just like this. On that trajectory, it's going to end up in Wilcox County probably in about 10 minutes. And so watching this situation with great intent in northern Monroe County. The good news is I do not have any reports of damage so far, and hopefully we will not have any. But again, this is northern Monroe County. And let me stress, maybe you're just now waking up, and maybe you're just now figuring out that there's a tornado warning in Monroe County for whatever reason. Here's the deal. This is a cell that is strictly going to affect Vredenburg and Packers Bend exclusively at this point for Monroe County. Back behind it, we gave an all clear earlier to Gosport and to Purdue Hill and Claiborne, but now we can give an all clear to areas near ARC, the paper mill, Alabama River Cellulose, and also near Scratch Ankle in Monroe County. And so all clear for those areas. But if you're at Franklin or areas near Vredenburg, stay in that tornado safe place. It won't be long until we give you an all clear as well. We've got some ferocious storms happening near McIntosh, Jackson. Those are under severe limits. Let's go back over to our iPad source and look at some of these other storms, because the Weather Service noted that they were watching this storm very near Atmore and Huxford. That's the same one that caused the damage back in Baldwin County. That storm is under severe limits. And just looking at the velocity on that, there is nothing there that would suggest an imminent tornado threat. And so, again, there is no tornado warning for Escambia County, Alabama. You are A-OK right now. No warning for Escambia, Alabama. We do note that there is a severe thunderstorm warning coming on the board, and this is going to be for parts of Baldwin County. It's actually a continuation of the previous warning. So let's go back over to the big radar view and show you that. This is a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that is just now coming online for parts of Baldwin County and also Escambia County in Florida. So let's tell you who's involved in that. Again, tracking a severe thunderstorm moving across Baldwin County. If I call you out, you are now in this severe thunderstorm warning valid until 12:45 a.m. Robertsdale, Summerdale, Foley, Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Fort Morgan, Bon Secour, Fairhope, Point Clear, Magnolia Springs, Silver Hill, also areas near Bell Forest, Stapleton, also areas near Spanish Fort, Montrose, Daphne, Fairhope. You've also got Loxley, areas near Steelwood Country Club, Gateswood, and also over to Elsinore, involved in this new severe thunderstorm warning that's on the board until 12:45 a.m. We'll turn on the radar view and show you exactly where this thunderstorm is happening, because this thing really means business out over Mobile Bay and into parts of Baldwin County at this point. And you can see why I say that. Very heavy rain is falling right now near Fairhope, Point Clear, back down to Fort Morgan, which sits right here. These storms are pushing to the east, and so you're going to have some nasty weather in the next few minutes in southern Baldwin County, near Gulf Shores, near Jack Edwards Airport, Bon Secours, Foley, Orange Beach, Josephine, Mifflin, Alberta. Also areas near Somerdale, previously affected by that tornado, Robertsdale, Elsinore, Loxley, now involved in a severe thunderstorm warning, valid until 12:45. But let's go back up to our tornado warned storm in Monroe County, because this thing is quickly going to be an issue for Wilcox County in the next few minutes. We'll go back to kind of focusing on this storm exclusively for a minute, because again, this is now cleared out of Franklin, and now this is making a beeline for Vredenburg. All right, Vredenburg sits right on the line between Wilcox and Monroe counties, and so possible tornado moving towards Vredenburg just like that. On that trajectory, I should say, we would say no travel on Alabama Highway 41 from Camden all the way back down to Monroeville, just to be safe. Possible tornado moving into Vredenburg at Alabama Highway 41 right now. Yeah, and the Weather Service is reiterating that they're going to maintain the warning that you're seeing on your screen for northern Monroe, really northwestern Monroe, and also southern Wilcox counties, because it's the same type deal that we've been observing all night long. These storms could recycle. In other words, it may kind of cycle back up and come right back. All right, so don't let your guard down in these areas just yet. You got to remain in that tornado safe place if you're at Vredenburg or areas near Franklin in northern Monroe County. This thing is quickly going to be in Wilcox in the next few minutes, though. So again, once we get it out of Monroe County, then we'll start focusing on some of the storms to the south that could potentially be issues. Let's actually look at just a little bit to the south, though. And these storms happening near Gosport, near Allen, near Suggsville, down to Gainestown, these are under severe limits. Yes, you're seeing some lightning, you're hearing some thunder, very heavy rain happening across southern Clark and even southern Monroe counties, county I should say as well, but all of this mess is under severe limits. The only tornadic storm in the whole region at this point is happening in northern Monroe County, and it is very near Vredenburg at the present time. So again, tracking this possible tornado in northern Monroe County, very near the community of Vredenburg, that's about to cross the county line into Wilcox counties. Keep in mind, the radar beam is hitting this at about 8,000 feet. We are not getting a good idea of what's happening down at the surface. There's a real chance this may not be producing a tornado. There's also a chance it could be producing a significant tornado. And so with this signature, because of that uncertainty in through here, we would encourage you to maintain that tornado safe place, especially if you are at Vredenburg for the next 5 minutes. I mean, that's really the next community in line to see this. And I should stress as well, perhaps you are just waking up early on this Wednesday morning. There is no tornado threat for Monroeville. There's never been a tornado threat tonight in Monroeville. This polygon was well to the west the whole time. And same thing in Tunnel Springs, Peterman, Excel, Frisco City, Beatrice. All the issues are to your west and will remain to your west with this particular storm. Let's see if we can kind of look at some of the storms now to the south that we've kind of delved into the one to the north, and show you exactly what's happening, because these storms in Fairhope are loud and proud. Lots of lightning with these storms. Going back down to Fort Morgan as well. And yeah, I am seeing several reports of what we would expect in a situation like this in Baldwin County. lots of heavy rain, gusty winds. Good news to pass along, no more tornado warning. It's gone. The tornado warning has just been canceled in Monroe County and Wilcox County, and we are now out of the tornado warning. You can see it is gone. The Weather Service has decided this signature is too broad and there is likely no tornado danger there. And so no more tornado warning. We'll give you a tornado all clear at this point, for now anyway, for all parts of Wilcox and Monroe counties in southwest Alabama. So again, a tornado warning all clear for now for Monroe and for Wilcox counties in South Alabama. What that means is we are left with a severe thunderstorm warning that continues for much of southern Baldwin County. This is a slew of storms that are producing very heavy rain, torrential downpours in fact, and we're seeing this storm start to kind of bow out, which is often indicative of a storm that could be producing damaging straight line winds coming into areas near the Alabama Highway 59 corridor. Loxley, Silver Hill, Robertsdale, Summerdale, Foley, Magnolia Springs, Gulf Shores, Gulf Highlands. Those are the communities next in line to see this severe thunderstorm work its way in from the west. You are fine in terms of no warnings at this point back in Mobile County. So again, if you're at Mobile County, you are okay. The only warning that we have ongoing as of 12:15 a.m. is this. It's a severe thunderstorm warning for Baldwin County. This also does include a small part of Escambia County in northwest Florida. No warnings for any other counties. Escambia, Alabama, Conecuh, Monroe, Clark, Washington, Wilcox, Butler, Covington, A-OK for now. There may be more warnings in the hours ahead. Let's go back over to our radar view, and we'll put this in motion for you so that you can see we continue to have a mess of showers and thunderstorms that continue across the region. But as of this point, we have no active tornado warning for any part of southwest Alabama or northwest Florida. Because of that, we're going to go back to covering storms in the Red Zone Weather app. And I know what you're thinking right now, some of you anyway. There are folks out there watching this stream that wish that I could just continue talking even though we don't have any warnings. And I understand that. I realize that a lot of folks like the live coverage, and I appreciate that very much. But the way it works is when we have a tornado warning, we are committed to coming on the air and bringing you the very latest. We have yet to miss a tornado warning in 7 years of doing this, and I'm very thankful for that. But to save my voice, what we're going to do is go back to covering storms in the Red Zone Weather app, and you have my word, if we get another tornado warning, we'll come straight back on Facebook Live and bring you the very latest. Until then, download that free Red Zone Weather app, or on your phone, you can go to redzoneweather.com for the very latest information. On behalf of all of us at Red Zone Group LLC, I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson saying goodbye for now. I suspect we will see you a few more times in the hours ahead.
Be sure to find us across social media, and don't forget to download the free Red Zone Weather app and set up your customized alerts. Please support our Red Zone Weather sponsors who make our coverage possible every single day.